Hey y'all, just wanted to do a quick review and installation video for these LasFit LED bulbs that I will be installing into my Toyota Highlander. The bulb size is 7440, and on the right here is the stock halogen bulb, and on the left is the LasFit LED bulb that I will be replacing it with. Tools you'll need is a 10mm socket and also a pry tool. This will come in handy. So let's go ahead and get this underway. This one thing, as you watch me do this installation, is when you do put these bulbs in, before you actually put the tail lights back on, make sure that you hit the hazard lights to make sure that they function. If they don't work, then you have to make sure to unplug the LED bulb. Just turn it around and put it back into the socket and it should work fine. You don't want to put the tail lights back on just to realize that you inserted them the wrong way. So that's my heads up. Let's go ahead and get to the installation. I'm already here in the back. Here's the tail light. So what you'll do is you'll use this and first insert it into here and pry it out, and just work your way along the bottom and the top. I did it earlier just to see how difficult it was. It's not that difficult at all, but you have to make sure that you're careful because, again, it's plastic and you don't want to break it if you force it too hard. I did have a chance to pop this out earlier. So let me just show you what it looks like in the back. So here's what it looks like in the back. It's going to reveal those two 10mm bulbs, bolts right here that you're going to take out. But just to kind of show you what it looks like on the back of this piece right here, you can see there's the 4 clips right here. The ones that you want to be extra sensitive to are these ones right here, this one and this one, because these are the ones that are going to be the stubborn ones that hold it in. These are more like place fitters, so that way it aligns properly. So these are the 4 that you want to dislodge and then remove it from the back. That'll give you this. So from here, take your 10mm and just start taking it off. Alright, so once you get these two 10mm bolts removed, right now you got to remove the tail light from the car to get access to the bulb. There's going to be this area right here, there's a little bulge right here that can use as leverage to basically what you're trying to do is to force it backwards. That's all you're trying to do. You're not trying to bend it, you're not trying to pull it out anyway. You want to just push it directly backwards. So when you push it backwards, I already did it, but you should be able to dislodge it here, and you'll see that there is a clip right over here that holds it in. And then down here you'll also see that white circle right there, which is where that silver grommet holds it in, and that's going to expose this whole taillight assembly on the back end. And then you'll see here, dang, I'm doing this with one hand, but you'll see in the back this gray bulb right down here. That's where you're going to twist it counterclockwise to remove the halogen bulb, and then you can replace it with the LasFit LED bulb. Alright, just put this out. Careful not to scrape your paint. You want to remove this bulb straight out. That's what the halogen looks like. Compare that to the LasFit bulb. Plug and play. And then just twist it right back into the socket. everything back into position. And just do everything back in reverse. Put in the 10mm bulbs, snap this back on. Alright, so once you put the tail light back in place and you've put on the 10mm bolts right in place, all that's left to do is put back this molding piece and you're done with one side. Again, there's 4 clips on the back. Really can see it right there. Those are the 4 clips you want to align into the back, and they should snap in place. And this part snaps in here. It's in. All right, if you want to take a look at what it looks like, let me give you a show. All right, so I just hit the hazard lights. You can tell on the left side that's the OEM stock halogen bulb. It is definitely dimmer. And then the LasFit LED bulb on the right side, it's definitely brighter. This is in the daytime, so imagine how much better it would be at nighttime. So this is just a little quick review. Again, here's a close-up of the OEM halogen, which eventually one day will burn out. And then you have the LED LasFit bulbs right here, 1-year warranty, definitely brighter. These have resistors built into the bulb, so that way you don't have to worry about hyper flashing. Again, LED bulbs, they run such a low load that sometimes the car is going to assume that your light bulb's out. That's why it hyper blinks. So with the resistor in there, it will take care of that for you, so that way it doesn't hyper flash. All right, just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and do the front LED blinkers as well. Nothing to take apart, it's just plug and play. Just gotta open up your hood and just look right in there for the bulb and find the socket and take it out. Now the front is a little bit different, although I'm actually using the same bulb size 7440. If you look in the LasFit bulb fitment page, or you might look in the manual, it might ask for 7443. From what I know, 7443 are the ones that might contain 2 different colors. This one here is all orange, and I'm fine with that on the Platinum, because on the Platinum, when you actually turn on the headlights, it's actually when you're driving in the daytime, only the daytime running lights are on, right? This bulb right here, which is the blinker bulb, that bulb doesn't turn on. And so the 7443, from what I was reading, those are what's called, if you buy the ones from LasFit, you can get switchbacks. So 1/2 of the bulb color would be white and the other one would be orange. So that way, if this bulb was wired to be constantly on, then it would be constantly white. And then when you hit the blinkers, then it would alternate between white and orange. Well, for the Platinum trim, this doesn't turn on. The bulb only turns on when you actually use the hazards or when you signal to the left or the right. So I saved some money and I just went and bought the non-switchback version, which is again the 7443, just like I did on the rear tail light. So let me show you what that looks like here. All right, LED on the left, super bright, daylight, halogen on the right. No comparison, y'all. So here's what it looks like with the daytime running lights on. I had to turn on the headlights just to give that added effect there. Now in the video, I know it's blinking, but it's really a solid light for the daytime running lights at the bottom there. It's just the video and how it's processing. It makes it look like it's blinking. So just want to give you what it looks like from this angle, and I'm going to hit the turn signals so you can see what it looks like. Alright, and this is when the hazards are on. This is with the LEDs and the daytime running lights running on. Works for me. Peace.